here. B2D sad that Lava took his Zoe away. But really interesting comp there on the side of Fred at Brion. I think this is a comp that
he wants to start pretty early as far as getting this harassment down onto Hoya. Only 3 minions there as B2D will see whether he blast cones over. It looks like he will. Rascal started up the fight very early as he slices and dices away. Flash forward, ulti comes down, and B2D easily takes down
Slayer or something. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how much attacks we can split push. As here we go, another fight.
Yeah, exactly. Big stun is going to go down, but there is a lantern. Not good enough, though, as Lava is going to fall very early. Good hook is going to land onto Rascal, but he's got the dominance, a whole bunch of extra health, and he's going to have to press Q pretty soon to keep himself. Personally, anyway. And because people have pulled away turret plates with the help of the Rift Herald and things like that, and are just sitting in these lanes and farming things out is working pretty well. As Rascal takes down the turret, and now Hoya chasing him down, doesn't have the Gale Force just yet. As Rascal looking for it, he'll get the Culver Meek and Hoya. He's been in this position before, as now Life's going to move on in. Hoya's sandwiched, has to flash to get himself out of there. Yep, Umti not going to find any joy with his spear either, and as Zoe's going to lose her mid-turret, one of Wolf's favorite. And he's going to do so, the outer ring taken down systematically here by Gen G. We were applauding T1's
That would have been certain doom for him. But, man, Clid earns #1 teammate of the day already. He comes in there, takes a giant smack from the Zoe, and heals him up. He's got that Moonstone Renew.
As the Rift Scuttler going to get Liliad for a moment, as Umti. He's going to take that down to 1,000 health.
Got 2 teammates here now, but they're not going to... Much else happening in this one. It's just kind of been, okay, maybe this is the moment for Rascal.
Yep, here's the battle. Does throw down the... Randuins, but not going to be able to do it as Hook's going to land, and it's going to be thrown back. B2D, I don't think was able to actually lock that one down as flash forward with the portal jump from Lava, and that is going to secure the kill onto Clid. Moonlight's Vigil actually did some work as that Scat of the Week may have just saved the lives of the remaining members of Gen G. Lava flashes over, though, and he says no. It's going to be traded back as a whole.
You still got to be careful about just going the wrong space at the wrong time, just like this.
Speaking of which, yeah, exactly. In goes Ruler. Was able to get the area. Life very, very low, but it doesn't matter. You've got Lava in the bottom lane, and he ain't teleporting anywhere right now.
Scuffle over the blue buff, so they just moved over and took it for their own. There wasn't much that Bro could do.
Yep, seemed a little bit too easy, to be perfectly honest, as more gameplay is going to rain down onto Hoya. In goes Ruler, he's going to press Q, and that auto-targets as well, guys, so that's a very dead Quinn. Lava tries to dash on in, will get stunned, but thankfully Portal Jump exists. And that's just a pick on the top laner. Gen G looking a little bit unstoppable at this stage of the game.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you try to hop into 5 members as a Quinn. That's just straight up, like, especially when they have so much burst damage. Like, you can't just hop into them. That's never going to go well for you. So now Gen G, with the Baron buff, they're just looking to push this and maybe go for the double inhibitor play.
Should be pretty comfortable as well, Valdez. I don't really see what Fred at Brion's going to be able to do about this one. This will fall down as well. First inhibitor hasn't even been taken just yet, but they can grab that one on their way out if they would like to, and they do so very comfortably.
Get that kill, and he just dies.
Yep, I can. Oh no, okay. B2D is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He might be able to kill one of them as he's going to go golden. Hoya is going to survive as Ruler swoops in. We've traded 1 for 1, and Aphelios is dead. And that means Ruler has free. It's actually working out real bad for Bro because that was 4 people literally surrounding him. As flash on in, yep, once again, you know, it's just so hard to play as Quinn into Renekton. Like, it's a hard counter, as we know here in the LCK, as Umti's also going to feel the wrath of the angry Croc. And with 4 people dead, Gen G are going to see to these Nexus turrets and see to game 1.
Yeah, that should be the end of this one. Not much hope here for Fred at Brion as their Nexus does go down. Gen G, they're not going to do the Damwon Kia thing where they all pile in onto the fountain or anything. They're just going to take the Nexus and, you know, move on to game 2.
In the game. Nautilus, though, is going to be the pick, and Rel comes out once again. The lady that wears her horse. I like it. And that's out, surfing on some rocks. Doesn't do it so fast, but is still able to get out of there. Flash forward here from the Rel. Crashes down onto Ruler, and first blood going to the Aphelios. Not too bad. Bottom side of the map, biggest lead here as Henna is about 400 in the lead. As there's the flash stun. Hextech Ultimatum comes on in, and Hoya's dead. No seismic shove required.
Has a laner, and was able to get a ton of damage down. But now they're fighting over this.
Yep, another dredge line will come through here as BDD is sitting on the shockwave. Is going to use it just on Lava there to pull him back out, and the flash needs to be used, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive.
LCK, that show, and they
yeah, I
asked
remember
me,
that. Yeah.
Who do you think is the most underrated player? And I said Rascal, and they were like, "Oh, really interesting." But yeah, the guy's got talent. He's really, really good. As I say that, he's getting beat down right now.
Yeah, we are caster cursing him real hard as he goes back in. Hextech Ultimatum to try and avoid some damage, but that's just a solo kill, guys. I have a feeling it's going to be traded back here as Clid is going to turn up. Umti is in position, command protect, and now the shockwave comes through. Hoya tries to flash out.
Just came out. And this is going to be, this is going to be a free turret up on the top side, essentially. 2-0-1 BDD. He gets the gold from that first blood turret. And they are just both massively ahead. As here we go again.
Oh, yeah, another crash down here from Delight as Life taking a fair bit of damage. Ruler does get out of the front line as Rascal's going to teleport in, but that's 1 versus 3. The Nautilus will fall down, though, but Orianna comes through as well. BDD mops up the Aphelios as Rascal so low, but still dancing around the fight.
How does
He's going to keep himself alive, hiding in the alcove. I thought he was burning to death. Camille tends to do just ridiculous things after a few items come in. Already, Trinity Force is now done. Delight now looking for him. Umti running pretty quick now as Hannah underneath this turret is going to try and take this one down, and now Ruler realizes that he's out of position. Life trying to get in there as Gale Force is going to get him a little bit out of the way. Magnet Storm trying to work out there for Delight, but now Ruler gets underneath the turret. Life is going to fall, though, and the Hoya will escape, but Flash is now on cooldown. Hannah will deal with this turret, though. Severum Crescendum. Feels like Aphelios always has this when he has a turret to himself. So he's going to be able to rip through that one very, very quickly. And Shelly's just going to plant her skull into the bottom lane out. Because now Rascal looks for the tactical sweep, gets it onto Delight, who's trying to canter away. 1 versus 3 is Rascal as he goes into the Hextech Ultimatum. He's dead, though. Yeah, maybe a little bit aggressive as the Gnar is good. Moonlight Vigil is going to miss those. BDD sidestepping beautifully. Clid going to be able to take down the Gnar. And it's a 1-for-1 trade in the end. Some hyphy top lane is going down.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not even sure that they could have gone for a 2v3 and 1, but I like that BDD and Rascal are flexing. Of course, they probably wouldn't have had a fun time, but the fact that Hoya goes all the way in kind of by himself, you see the 3 teammates in the jungle, it's not like only BDD is doing well, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody else also having a fun time in this one.
Oh, okay. That is a beautiful deadly flourish. Rule is going to set up the kill. Pushing forward. I think if it was a kill onto Umti, they may have just gone straight for the Baron.
Yeah.
But it's only been alive for a minute.
You're wearing your horse's clothes. I guess you feel this is also a very fun Talia maneuver as he goes in.
Yeah, just not going to sit there. In fact, they're just going to kill Hannah. He's just dead. And the whole...
Ruler's so
Umti.
fast.
Yeah.
Away from that one. Fred and Brian are not scared. But
Hoya? He's supposed to be tanky, guys. He's not. That's going to be a hookshot stun. He does manage to make it into Mega Gnar, but it's not going to keep him alive. Clid's going to join the battle as well as Delight does get a bit of work done there with his Magnet Storm, but it's not the work that you really want as Lava flashes the dredge line, but he's still going to get hit by the plethora of CC that this Gen G roster has. Double kill for Rascal. He'll see to Umti as well as he gives him the good old thumbs up. There's the King's Own banner as well from Rascal just to add to it. I love Korean it. Brunch place. It's probably not super relevant to a lot of you guys, but
we don't have to tell that story for you guys. You can take a look at the scoreboard. And
maybe we can keep talking about Casper.
Or brunch. I mean, I was kind of okay with that discussion.
True.
Well, they're just going to take the inhibitor, it looks like. Fred and Brian don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, that's going to go down. I'm looking forward to hearing about your brunch place a little bit later, but we are just going to talk about the fact that this top inhibitor is going to be falling down first. And Fred and Brian just look like they have no idea what they're going to do in the face of this, and to be perfectly honest, I don't blame them. There isn't really many options that they have. The wall is going to be put up here by Clid. It's not really going to do anything at all. It's just going to try and cut the Nexus in half. As there's the flash forward, Magnet Storm doing some work as the Gnar is going to be met with multiple stopwatches as Hoya does at least get a kill in the fight. But the flashes forward from Ruler, grabs himself a triple kill, and now the curtains are indeed called. It's a very, very fitting ultimate ability as the ace is going to be completed by Rascal. The Nexus turrets will go down, and the Nexus will follow. And Gen G, they start with 2 clean sweeps here in week 1.
Yeah, pretty easy game there for Gen G, 21-6 in terms of kills.